You are watching William Patterson University Television.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Press Start. My name is Michele Ciz.
And I'm Joe Zazzara. Nearly 14 years after the release of Kingdom Hearts 2, Square Enix has finally given us the third entry in the series. While, yes, there have been some Kingdom Hearts games released in those 14 years, none have been a true successor until now.
For those who don't know, Kingdom Hearts is a collaboration game taking the characters from everyone's favorite Disney properties and Final Fantasy games, letting the players explore worlds like Aladdin, Hercules, and Big Hero 6, accompanied by everyone's favorite waterfowl in a sailor suit, Donald Duck, and Dog, who once went to college with his son, Goofy.
So, let's see if Kingdom Hearts 3 can live up to the 14 years of hype. So, Kingdom Hearts is a long and confusing gamer series with different storylines all running in and out of one another. So, one of the things I did really like in the game were the memory archives. So they're basically 5 short and easy to understand videos, and they explain the story so far in the series. And being that the gap between the games has been so long, it's likely that young fans would be confused by the game. So it's actually really nice to have a section specifically made for those players in mind.
With a game like Kingdom Hearts, combat is a huge part of the game, and this game thoroughly delivered. Combat has been advanced since its button mashing past, and now players in Sora can fight on a 3-dimensional axis, allowing more combos to be strewn together through the air by running up walls and dashing through the air towards enemies. I also really like the addition to the party system. In the past games, Sora was restricted to having 3 companions, Donald, Goofy, and whoever else is from the world we are currently in. Now the players are able to bring up to 5 companions, having 2 open spots besides for Donald and Goofy.
And combat also evolves as the game is being played. So each new world that the player travels to comes with new attractions and specials. And each attraction adds new aspects to the combat. And different combos with your teammates come and go. And although learning the combat to this game is pretty simplistic, mastering all the different specials and potential combos can take some time. But it does add to the replayability of the game.
A game of this size, however, doesn't come without downsides. And one of the largest for me is the stupid gummy ship.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the gummy ship. I hated it as a child. I hate it now. I still have no idea why they can't fix this stupid thing. The controls are nearly impossible. Did you want to fly straight? Well, too bad. Now you're flying at a 90-degree angle, going exactly where you didn't want to be. The speed is a nightmare, too. The gummy has 2 speeds, light speed or dead stop. There's no in between, and it drives me mental.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And quite like the gummy ship, the story of the game is at a complete standstill. Even after brushing up with the archives, the game doesn't feel to be driving in any specific direction. It really feels like some aspects of the game, like Organization 13, are thrown in just to make the game more confusing and not to actually tie up any loose ends.
Maybe the storyline wouldn't be so boring if the voice acting and the dialogue wasn't so awful. Granted, the voices of the Disney characters is great and feels like it's pulled straight from a movie, but the human characters are horrific. Each line is accompanied by a long pause, making every conversation unbearably long because each sentence must have a pause afterwards. More than that, the writing feels insulting. Now I understand they must write for Disney's main demographic, which is children, but even for young kids, the dialogue is insulting and keeps reminding you that friendship is everything as you beat down enemies with your keyblade.
And yeah, I gotta say, cutscenes are also way too far common, and they take forever to get through due to the pauses that Michele again mentioned. With the best part of the game being the combat, in my opinion, I think it sucks that you have to sit through excruciatingly long cutscenes just to get back to the part I actually like playing. So I guess overall, I do enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3. I think the combat is really fun and innovative, and it really builds on itself throughout the game. But I have to say, the cutscenes and the story are kind of a real drawback for me. They're too long, too common, and I don't really care very often what's actually in these cutscenes. How about you?
Yeah, I have to agree. As a massive fan of the series, I was kind of let down. I don't know if it was the nostalgia factor that was kicking in. I was expecting this game to be like one of my all-time favorite games. And in reality, it just kind of missed the mark. The combat's a lot of fun, but the combat is almost like not really existent because of all the cutscenes, the terrible dialogue, stuff like that. So unfortunately, I have to give it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd have to say I would also give it a 3 out of 5, unfortunately. Yeah. But thanks for joining us on this episode of Press Start Reviews. I'm Joe Zazzara.
And I'm Michele Ciz, and don't go anywhere because we are having a Super Bowl themed Press Start playoff next.